We are in Hatch version 3, and there's a really neat feature in here called Laydown. And what that does is it allows us to create some laydown stitches for our embroidery design if we're doing embroidery on a high pile type garment or terry cloth towels, something of that nature. Now, in this particular case, we're going to be stitching this on a beanie. And this is a fairly small text. The whole design is only 3.85 inches. And so we don't want to lose this text. We want it to come out nice and crisp. And so we're going to put some laydown stitches on the beanie in a color that will most closely match the beanie color, and then we'll come on top with our actual embroidery design. So let me show you how this works. It's a really simple but very powerful feature. So we cannot select anything before going into laydown. So if you have your design selected, you won't even see it. But if you don't have your design selected and you click on laydown, it'll pop up this little dialog box, and most often we're going to be using the offset function. And most often we're not going to include holes, I would imagine. But now we can go ahead and you can decide how many layers of stitching you want, and the stitch length and the spacing and the angle and all those things. But if we go ahead and click on OK, actually let's go ahead and click on preview. That's pretty cool too, because you can preview these settings, okay? And I think that's kind of a powerful thing. So we'll go ahead and click on OK, because yes, that's basically exactly what I want. Now, we can clean this up and treat this just like we would any other object in Hatch. You can see there's a hole there, even though we told it don't include holes, and there's another one right there. So let's go ahead and get rid of our stitches, and now we can more plainly see exactly what we need to discard. So we'll go into our reshape tool here, and then we'll just come in here and we'll just delete those nodes that we don't want. So we don't want that piece, and we don't want this piece. Okay, so we've got rid of that. Now, the other thing that I think would make this look better is I don't think I need all this going around like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and just take a look at this. So this is what I'm talking about. All this in and out, in and out, in and out. I just want a nice straight line across there. So what we're going to do is go ahead and select this and choose our reshape tool, and all those nodes that make up all that, we'll just go ahead and get rid of them. Now, this will happen sometimes, but that's okay. All we have to do is hover over this node and hit our space bar, and that will kind of snap things back into place and make that so it's not a curve, it's just a straight line. And then from there, we can kind of finesse, if you will. We can kind of finesse this a little bit if we need to. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and turn on our stitches. Oh, looks like I missed a piece here, but that's okay. Kind of forgot about that. So we'll go ahead and turn off our stitches. Now, if I select these just the way they are, we're going to get that same type of situation there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and notice that that's a square and that's not. So now when I delete those, watch what happens. See, it doesn't drop down like it did the last time. So now we can go back and add our stitches, and now you can see we have a nice outline of our entire design that's going to lay down those stitches really nice for me. And then I'll be able to come back with my embroidery design here, and this text won't fall into my beanie because the beanie will kind of be mashed down. And we're going to stitch this out, and you'll be able to see what the finished beanie looks like. But I think this will turn out to be a really great looking design. I hope that helps you with your projects. Thanks for watching.